When I like something, I love it. I've been eating the same meal for 2 weeks straight. Oven fried potatoes on top of homemade waffles. Now, this recipe I'm about to hip you to is non dairy, it's inexpensive, it's healthy, and it's quick to make. I'm the lazy vegan. I'm not about to be doing too much. I like easy, healthy, cost effective recipes. That's for me. Judah's the one with the elaborate stuff. Make it easy, make it quick, make it inexpensive. So it's very, very simple. You don't need that much. All we need is flour, baking soda, baking powder. You need a fat. I particularly like to use coconut oil. Then you need a sweetener. I prefer to use agave nectar and salt. That is it. It literally takes 3 minutes to throw everything together. Did I say milk? You also need milk. I use plant milk, almond milk. You can use whatever you want. You don't need butter. You don't need eggs. And this recipe will make 3 Belgian waffles or 9 to 12 pancakes, moderately sized pancakes. I have my little station. I already pre-mixed my wet stuff. This is 1 cup of milk and a half a cup of water. I used filtered water. Okay, I'm going to add my oil into here. I'm going to use 1/4 cup of oil. And I've got my little situation set up. I'm going to cut my potatoes after I'm done because you want to sit this mix to the side. You don't use it immediately. 10 minutes, sit it to the side, okay? I'm going to add 1/4 of baking soda. I'm going to add a heaping tablespoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. You want to use roughly 2 tablespoons of your sweetener, but it's like salt, sweetener is to taste, but this is the recipe that I'm using. So I don't do sugar. I usually do agave nectar. I've gotten into honey lately, which irritates me because now I have to classify myself as a vegetarian and not a vegan because I got back into the honey because they kept using all my agave nectar. Either way, my body acts funny with sugar. I can't have caffeine. It sends me into a manic episode. And also when it comes to rices and flours, the white flour, can't do it. So this is wheat flour, but it's white wheat flour. And as y'all all know, I don't do crowds, baby. I use Instacart. So Martin's, we live in Maryland. That's where I get my alternative stuff and my flour. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not even paying attention. This is supposed to go in here. This is my mason jar. I like to use that for my flax seeds, my flours, so it makes baking a lot easier when I have to go and measure. So now I'm just doing this refill first. Talking to you, I wasn't even paying attention. I'm gonna set this right here. I'm gonna have to fill it right back up. Okay, so, and remember, this is waffles. This is first thing in the morning or the middle of the night for dinner or for breakfast. You got the kids. I'm hungry. Real quick. So we don't have to do perfect measurements. We want 1.5 cups. And you can eyeball it. Trust yourself. 1.5 cups. Then I go in with my salt. 1 teaspoon. Then I go in with my baking powder, 1 heaping tablespoon. Then I have 1/4 a teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. Want to place the flour that I used. See, I like to be prepared. I like everything to be full because I find like with hand soap or body wash or just like stuff in the kitchen, when it's empty all the time, I feel like it makes you feel poor. And I like to have my house constantly clean, smelling good. I like everything to be filled up so that you feel wealthy because wealth is not just money. Wealth is your health, your mentality, your state of mind, your relationships, how you talk to yourself, how you treat other people. These are all things that get affected by your environment. So I make sure that our environment gives wealthy so that my kids can attract wealth. This is how you aspire to be better than what you are. You don't have to stay where you at, baby. All right, so I put this up. Put this away. They need to take this recycle out. I ran out of trash bags, so now they backed up on the recycle. So, all right, so let me go wash my hands. Put this back. I can't stand this order. This order gives me anxiety real bad. I need for everything to be in this plate. Okay, so now I'm just gonna eyeball my sweetener. Like I said, it's about 2 tablespoons. But I will measure out my oil because I don't want to use too much. So I use about 1/4 cup. Don't pour it all in at one time, because if you mismeasured and you have too much fluid and you pour it all in at one time, too much is too much. Then you're going to have to add more of this, add more of that. So just add your water in a little bit at a time. You want to use one of these. I can't remember what it's called right now. But you don't want to over mix your batter. Yeah, I'm measuring everything right. You don't want to over mix your batter. So slow mix, slow mix. And when this is done, if you did it right, your batter's going to be kind of foamy. Like, even if it's a little watery right now, in 10 minutes, it won't be. If you see any little lumps, they won't be there. All right. So we set that to the side with a top. Clean up our area. And then cut up our potatoes. I love this meal. Like I said, I love quick and easy. So what I do is I make this Fury seasoning. It's a premix, and it's got sea salt, pink salt, dry mustard, paprika, granulated onion, turmeric. I think that's it. Ground mustard, turmeric, pink Himalayan salt, sea salt, granulated onion, the tiniest bit of pepper, and paprika. Yep. So I'm going to put this and then some oil on the potatoes, and then that's it. 30 minutes at 450. Bong, we got something delicious. It gives, like, see, I don't eat meat. So when I did eat meat, and I really never cared for it my whole life, I do remember breakfast being my favorite meal, or like brunch. And the bacon, the saltiness of the bacon with the sweetness of the pancakes or the waffles was something that always stuck with me. So what I do is I make salty potatoes, and I make them very crispy, and then I'll eat them with my flapjacks or my waffles, and it's just like so delicious. I'm definitely a texture person, and I love the play of the sweetness and the salty together. Like, I love that together. Like, girl, I love food. I love to eat. I washed my potatoes. I like yellow potatoes. My kids like russets. I'm sorry, russets make me sleepy, so I like red or yellow. I've been really into yellow lately. And you are not supposed to eat potatoes every single day, but I do. And I don't eat that much. I'll make one big meal and eat off that all day. And I know I need more greens in my diet, but here's my thing. I've got a house full of 3 teenagers. I feel like their diet needs to come first. So the best that I can get is like some pineapple here and there, and like lettuce. Because I love me a good tomato, lettuce, and onion sandwich. Put me some mustard on there. Oh my gosh. Some Fury seasoning and some vinegar and some vegan mayo on some toasted potato bread. Oh my gosh. Like, it's so good. Because back when I was like forced to eat meat because that's all I was provided growing up, whenever we would go out to eat and get like a Whopper or anything like that, I would take the meat off and just eat the rest of the sandwich. So that just leaves a creamy element and then the fresh vegetables. So that's still to this day what I like, and it's what I enjoy. So I make myself a little veggie Whopper. And it's so good. And I've stopped getting vegan cheese. I don't care for it. I don't really care for processed food. Or should I say my body don't care for processed food. It does not work out well. And I'm talking about, I can only eat certain things, or I'll get very bloated and backed up. I used to like not to go to the bathroom for like weeks at a time. And my daughter's like that too. I mean, when she was a child, not to put you out there like that, girl, my bad. She was like that when she was a child. So I gotta be careful with her diet as well. We are not people who can have dairy. Okay? I read that is a genetic. I read that being able to eat dairy is a genetic mutation. Okay, so here goes my Fury seasoning. And I'm going to mix some oil in there. Usually I use avocado oil, but I haven't ordered it yet for this month. I use that on my body, on our hair oils, everything. So I mix that in until it's nice and coated. And now I'm going to mix in my little olive oil. I thought I was off of olive oil, but I got some back on it. And let me wipe this out one more time. And this is going to be nice and crispy. my goodness. I love my cast iron skillet. That's the only thing I will cook in. Because I'm iron deficient and have been since I had my last child. So when you use a cast iron skillet, the iron from the skillet actually gets cooked into your food. See, the older generation knew this, and that's why they used it so much. Because it does need to be upkept. All right, let's put this in. Top shelf, so it's nice and crispy. I do not flip it. Put my timer on for 30 minutes. It's ridiculous how long it took me to learn how to use this oven. All right, we'll be back in 30 minutes. I don't hardly have anything to clean up. I think I'm gonna see if that pineapple is ripe. If it is, I'm gonna cut it for them. I'm gonna wipe off the table. Move my agave. Yeah, because I clean as I go along, baby. Yep, I did the floor. Counters are done. Did the little bit of dishes I had left. We got 24 minutes. I'm gonna show you what I've been working on. I've been painting all day. I did that sky scene in the clouds and changed the color of the turtle shell because I was never happy with that color. And next I'll be working on the rest of my turtle. But this is what I did. And it may not be the best to other people, but I worked really hard on this and it means a lot to me. Hi, Isis. All right, the potatoes are 2 minutes away from being done. I've got my sprayer. And I've got my preheating, got my oil, got my coconut oil. I use this as a butter substitute. This is grapeseed oil and olive oil mixed together. Grapeseed oil is great for high temperatures, when you're cooking high temperatures, so it's like good for deep frying and stuff like that. As soon as this turns green, we're gonna put our waffle mix in there. Let me mix that up. Now I'm gonna leave this for about 30 seconds and I'm gonna flip it and it'll take about 4 minutes altogether. I don't know about you, but I like mine crispy like a funnel cake. So I'll leave mine in there for about 5 minutes and there go the potatoes. Right on time. Right on time. This came with my Dutch oven. I have two. It came with my Dutch oven, so I got 2 of them. Absolutely. They're nice and crispy. So happy about it. Make sure that I put a wet rag on the handle because I cannot tell you how many times I've come through here and grabbed that forgetting that it's hot, and I don't want that to happen to my kids, so I always put that there. And these will keep cooking. And I don't turn them while they're baking because I want them to be crispy. They usually come out a little bit charred. I like it like that. So this works too. I'll do these uncovered so they don't get mushy. And wait for the waffle to finish. Okay, so now it's time to prep my waffle plate. We're using honey today. Now that kept mine in there a little longer. I like it crispy. Ah! Bong. Now I go in with my coconut milk very generously. Then my honey. Then the potatoes. And presto! This is my homemade Belgian waffle topped with oven roasted yellow potatoes. This is a win. And that's it. Wasn't that simple, affordable, delicious? It's filling. I'll make this and I'll eat off of it all day. I love it. I'm telling you, vegans eat more than just salad. But even my salads might make you think twice about only eating meat. I love you. Thank you for spending time with me here in Fury World. I am a huge advocate for making your favorite fast foods at home. You can control the ingredients and everything tastes better when it's homemade. And cooking for ourselves, not only is it an authentic artistic expression. It's a form of self-care. When you take the time to make your favorite meal for yourself, it makes you feel fulfilled and you are not so hungry for more. I love you. Thank you for spending time here with me in Fury World. If you'd like to check out my music, it's available under my artist name, The Fury of Abyss. My music is available on all music streaming platforms worldwide. I love you. This is a win. This is one of my favorite foods. I've eaten this every day for 2 weeks. Catch you in the next episode. Peace.